Dear colleagues, good day. 1 minute before we go, and this is the sound check. You have a chat here. Please let me know if you have any problems with the sound or if you don't see me clearly. And as you are checking the sound, please address your attention to the slide that I'm currently showing. This is the oh, thank you. This is the announcement of our upcoming event that will be happening together with Mr. Henk van Es. It will be happening in Amsterdam on April the 1st and the 2nd. So please keep it in mind and possibly include into your agenda for April. Okay, I see that you say that sound is good, the screen is good, okay. So I would propose to wait for another 5 minutes to give the possibility to join us for those who are not have joined us so far, and in 5 minutes we will start. I will give you more details about Henk van Es course just as soon as we start. Well, for those that has just arrived, we are waiting for other participants. And while we're waiting at the screen, there is some information about upcoming event, social links, and Mr. Henk van Es. I will give more attention to this as soon as we start, about the prices and everything. As well as I will give you the information about questions and answer session and some schedule that we will proceed today. Okay, dear colleagues, I think we can start. So this is my very warm welcome to everyone who decided to join our first webinar, and I'm really happy to see all our valuable partners and customers, as well as newcomers. I mean, in terms of social links. So once again, welcome to our webinar, and thank you for your time. So before we start, I will just outline some rules that we have today. And the first is, please note that you're all muted. And in case of any question, please feel free to type it and to address it to me via a chat window that we all have here. You can make it in a direct way or for all the audience. I will make the question answer session after the demo, webinar will be finished. I hope I will be able to answer all your questions. Then everything that you will see today during the webinar will be done with the Social Links Pro. None other Transform Hub members will be used, as well as Maltigo Classic license. Then during the webinar, I will do several questions to the audience, and I kindly ask you to give me the answers, as it will help us a lot in making other in improving the service and making other webinars. So now a few questions about Mr. Henk Van Ness and Social Links Bootcamp. So it will be the 2 days web bootcamp, but you can participate just 1 day. The dates are the 1st April and the 2nd. The location is Amsterdam. So and next slide. Who is going to attend? Anyone who has at least one of the question in the list on the slide, and go into the QR code. You can see more details about agenda and the schedule of the workshop, and Social Links can give the 50% discount for the tickets to the webinar in order to the bootcamp of Mr. Van Ness. And in order to enjoy the discount and buy the ticket, please reach out to us on the email that you can see below on the slide, or just go to our website and leave us the notice that you would like to have the ticket with discounted price to 1st or 2nd April with Mr. Van Ness. So please note that the number of seats is limited. And yeah, hurry up to make your choice. So once again, by the QR code, you can jump to the details about the bootcamp with the Mr. Van Ness. So just a few words about Social Links for those who seeing us in the first time. Myself is Anastasia. My name is Anastasia. I'm the business responsible for the business unit at Social Links. And Social Links, since 2015, we developed different methods for open source and social media research and intelligence. So already for 5 years, we have this expertise. At the moment, we have 50 plus sources covered by our platform, and we have 700 plus methods that we have developed so far and constantly maintain them. Then we also collect our own database that contains over 9 terabytes of different data in it, and we constantly increase number of records that we have there. Also, we're proud to announce that almost 50% of European law enforcement organizations already use social links for different purposes. And by law enforcement organizations, I mean different level of them. So the local, the European level, even the international level. But our customers are coming from different countries as well as from the different industries, not only law enforcement, but also cybersecurity, finance and banking, consulting, and everything. So this is the small introduction about social links. And now I would like to meet you better, and I ask you to please follow the query here that you see on the screen. Yeah, great to see you responding. Okay. Okay, I see that most of the attendees today are really deep into open source intelligence for the different different purposes, and that's great. So now we can go to our to the subject of our meeting today, and let's say that we have this task on the table. So we have some input data for our investigation, and we need to first find needed social media profile. Then we need to understand who is around this target person in social media, what other people, and then have a look at other social media platforms and see what we can dig and mine from there. So let's get started. Okay, so once again, in case you have any question, please feel free to address it to me in the chat. And here on the screen, you see the Maltigo. I have the classic version. And we will start with a new graph. And I will start with entity search person. This is the entity that is developed by Social Links. It's not the basic entity of Maltigo. So here we have 4 independent search fields. I will fill in the one that I have the input data for, but you can, for example, collect all the profiles in a Facebook that work in Microsoft, for example. Or you can collect all people from Facebook who studied in London Business School and who lives in Amsterdam, regardless the name. And the tool will collect all Facebook profiles who mentioned London Business School as their study place and Amsterdam as the location. But we will be looking for our target. Our target today is Tina Thompson, as it was outlined in the presentation, in the investigative task. So then you can launch several transforms, and this transform will give you just a general Facebook search. Yeah, we will be starting we will be looking at the Facebook firstly. It will give you the general Facebook search. So in case you type in John Smith as your target person, then it will give you not only the John Smith, but it will give you all the close names like Jonathan Smith and other. Then if you launch exact search, in this case, you will have only John Smith filtered from all Jonathans and Smiths and everyone. Then these 2 transforms up to 60 minutes. This is the transform that works for 60 minutes and collects all people with respected request. So for example, in case your search query is popular, like John Smith, and you need to collect all John Smith all around the world, so this transform up to 60 minutes, this is your choice. Or in case you would like to collect all Microsoft employees from Facebook all around the world, again, search users up to 60 minutes, this is your choice. Then you will have like some 10 key results collected for you within 1 hour. For my investigation, I have launched the normal search, but exact. So I will have on my graph only Tina Thompson. Okay, we have some questions. About the paid or free version. So what I'm showing currently, what I'm showing currently is paid Maltigo and paid social links. Maltigo Classic and Social Links Pro, what is paid version. This is to answer the question of in the chat. So we have 37 results here, stands for we have 37 Tinas here, and absolutely we are not we have no idea which one is the needed. So for that, I will go further in my investigation, dig in deeper, and I will take the person entity and I will type in the Tina Thompson again. And where I will search into social links database. This is SLDB. Again, addressing to the chat, today we will be looking into investigation with the social links that is plugin for Maltigo, Excel Classic. So we're looking precisely what you can do with the social links open source intelligence tool inside Maltigo. So we have 3 records from social links database. Double click on it and we can see some details about the record that we found. Yeah, in the properties. So now I'm gonna get the entities from that, those that can help me with my investigation. We'll use the transform convert, this one, and see what will give me the, okay, nice, I have the phone number from social links database and I have the email address. And with the email address, I can try to find the Facebook or LinkedIn profile. In that case, I will use the transform that is called Facebook look up by email. And generally, it will give me the match between the Facebook profile, LinkedIn profile, and the email address. So this is what we have. Nice, I would say. And I would like to know more about this person. I will launch the transform that is called get user details. So basically for the Facebook, we have a huge number of different methods. We can get friends, we can get followers, we can get the last activity day, for the profile. So it means that it scans the made activity on the page and out of the page, and give you the date when that last activities happened. So this it would be nice for those profiles that seems to be not active, but once you do this transform, you see that it's quite active, but not on the profile, but somewhere out of there. Going back to what we can do for Facebook, we can get the albums, we can get posts, we can get pages that liked by user, we can get posts that are commented by user, posts that are liked, this is photos, I'm sorry, photos commented, liked, and tagged. The same we can do for posts, posts that are commented, posts that are liked and tagged. We can get relatives with whom he started, co-workers, groups, and so far. So we've made we've made the transform get user details, and as a details, we can see where the user works and since what time. We can see where the user started, and we can see some location details about the user, as well as some featuring posts or photos. So to give you more understanding from where we scrape, we take this information from Facebook, we go to the profile. And this is where we get the details from the overview. So everything what is open there, you can see in Maltego. Also going to Tina Thompson profile, we can notice that her friend list is closed. Thus, we are unable to derive her friend list in Maltego because with the social links, you can do only open source intelligence. You cannot go and see some information that is private. However, you can use the search method that is called search relations. So basically, this search relations goes throughout the profile of the person and collects all those profiles that show any activity on the page. And at the end, you will have the list of people who might be related to this particular person. This method might not work for some celebrity profiles, in case you will go and do search relations for Justin Bieber or for someone else. Of course, you will have the bunch of the of people that mostly will represent his fan club. But in case you are investigating about some private individual, then you may, with a closed friend list, then you may use search relations transform. Okay, so we've got some people that show some activity on Tina's page. I would like to understand, to know more details about her. And for example, as soon as I have her place of work and place of education with our transforms, I can get her coworkers or with whom she studied. So in my case, I will investigate with whom she studied. While we're waiting this transform to work, I would ask you to complete this, the second question for me. This will be related to not, let's say, traditional social media. So by social links, we're covering most of the popular social media, what is Facebook, what is LinkedIn, what is Xing, that is for Germany, what is Telegram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and some post-Soviet Union social networks like Kontakte and OK. However, these are social media that we currently do not cover, but we really would like to see your ideas, which of them is the most important for you for your investigations. Yeah, and we have some 2 minutes while the transform will be working. And this is the time that I would like to dedicate to the answers. I see the interesting query in the chat. It is related to social links database. This is different linked data. We collect it, we structure it. Yeah, I see that at the moment, WhatsApp is the leading social media or platform that you would like to see in social links. This is great, but I also see that QQ, the Chinese one, is also interesting, and YouTube is the second interesting. Dear Nabil, yes, we support Telegram. So one of our messenger that is presented in social links since 3 or 4 months already. This is the Telegram. Okay. Thank you for your answers. These are this is the clear indication for us what to do first. Thank you. Okay, great. And we have already the results for our transform learned together. And here you see this strange entity. And this strange entity tells you many results are expected. Please come back later. So what is that? This is the method that developed by social links for those profiles, Facebook pages or groups where large amount of content, members, likers, whatever is presented. This is so-called delayed transform. So you can continue work in Maltigo, and the delayed transform will work again within 60 minutes to give you as much results as possible in case the source that you are investigating with contains large number of followers, media, members, whatever. And the delayed transform launch automatically as soon as the system indicates that many results are expected. Within the hour, while the transform is working, you can get back to this entity, launch the only one available transform from it, that is cited with delayed, and in the window up, okay, we have the results, but normally here, in case the results are not ready, we would see the progress, like 600 profiles are collected and the transform is still working. So this is the delayed transform. As soon as you see in Maltigo this entity, it means that we are collecting the results for you. Let's go further. And as you have mentioned, as I have mentioned, we have plenty of methods for Facebook, and basically we can collect all open data from the person's profile, as well as out of the person's profile. And for that, you can use transform posts commented, liked, or tagged in order to see which other posts user commented. Or you can collect photos that are commented by user, that are liked by user, and that are tagged by user. And in case you will launch any of this transform, it will collect you all the photos or posts or whatever that are collected by, that are made by user within the entire existence of the Facebook. But you may want to see only just a piece of them. So in that case, you can do convert transform user to search media by date. You can insert the needed dates. You can narrow down it just by year or by year and a month. I will look into the answers just a little later. So I set up the period that I would like to investigate. I see the new entity that is created. And for that entity, I can collect photos made by person within those dates, photos commented, liked, or photos of the person or where person is tagged, stories or post what is the same, and the videos at the Facebook. So I will do this. This is collecting posts where person is tagged. While we're waiting, Christine is asking whether there is any transform that gives for email to Instagram account like Facebook or LinkedIn. At the moment, no, but if you know Facebook or LinkedIn profile of the person, you can try to jump to Instagram. I will go to it a little later. So question about how do we looking into all those sources, all our searches, they are live. So we do not store anything in a database. This is all the live search. So we go directly to the source and we ask for the information that you have asked to us, basically. This is all live. So in case you will do investigation today of one particular target, and tomorrow this target will post a new photo on the Facebook or Instagram, then going to investigate about this person tomorrow, you will see all the changes in his profile. Good, we have found some posts where the Tina is tagged, and for posts we can get those who left the comments. We can see the post itself, the comments itself. We can collect reactions, what is like, hate, or whatever in the Facebook, and we can get repost with a precise date of when the repost was made. What I would also like to do is to see what are these people and what do they make posts about. So for that, I will collect their posts to see if there is any correspondence between these posts and what else I can do is, as soon as I get, for example, media where person is tagged, let's say it will be photo, I can collect just for the Facebook profile, I can collect the photo details and see the after of the photo, or where this photo has been taken. So it's already enough for me to see that this lady is the author of these two posts where Tina is tagged. So I would like to see more about this lady. And what I do, I will collect her details. Okay, so I have collected some of her details. I know where she works, and together with her details, I have found her Instagram profile. I can go to her Instagram now, and what I can do for Instagram, I can collect her details. This works similarly for Facebook. Then I can get her followers and whom she's following. I can get her media in case her profile is opened, and I can get media where she started. So I found some 30 results, and basically my task is, and my question is, whether Tina is among her subscribers. And I definitely don't want to look at by my eyes. So I will use Social Link's facial recognition for that. So I have clear face of Tina at her profile image in Facebook. And what I do, I will save her face and the name into Social Links area gallery. So what is Social Links gallery? This is your personal area on the Social Links website. This is our website. Here you click generally to get the trial key when you first come to meet Social Links, and you do the registration and you jump into Social Links area. And here you have the tab Customize, and in the tab Customize, you have faces. And this is where we save those faces that we use, that we run this transform for. Also, you can add the face of the person manually by clicking add. You can put the name or no name and the photo. So as soon as the sample is for facial recognition is uploaded into Social Links gallery, so you go back to your field of investigation. It can be LinkedIn profiles, it can be Instagram profiles, as we have the case here, or it can be just a bunch of photos in some social media, and you would like to know whether the face that you have in your Social Links area is presented in those photos or among those profiles. Basically, this is the question that you ask to the system. And in order to do that, we will launch face recognition search. If you don't want to store the target faces in the Social Links area, then you can conduct the search, go to the Social Links gallery area and delete it, and we will not store it anymore. So we store it only for the search. Then regarding whether what do we see, what actions we see in the system. We do not see the input data that you use for your searches. For the service maintenance purposes, we just see what search methods are working and whether they fail or give you the results. But we do not see what Tina do you look for, or what Gary you are investigating about. So this is the result of the facial recognition search. It gives me the match to a person entity with the photo, and it tells me that, look, at this Instagram profile, this Tina from your social links area is presented. Maybe to answer your question about whether it is the real facial recognition or whether it is the reverse image search, this is the facial recognition. I mean, the system indicates the face, the glasses, nose, mouth, and compares the faces. This is just the training sample because we don't want to offend any Tina around the world, any Tina Thompson around the world. So we created this profile and we used the same photo, but basically it's the pure facial recognition. We also have the reverse image search that you can use in case needed. But now we're talking about facial recognition. And also, as soon as you get as the result here in the detailed view, you can see the matching score. So it tells you this is 90%, 96% the same person, or 67% the same person. Okay, so nice to discover her network, but we would like to conduct search in other social media and see whether this person has some other social media accounts. And for that, so we will use transform search by face name. I see some interesting questions about facial recognition, and the question is, how does the facial recognition works? I mean, whether it works only when you save the sample in the gallery, or does it search over the internet? Well, for the facial recognition that I have just shown you, when you upload the sample into the social links area gallery, you always need the field of investigation. You always need the field where the machine go and compares the faces. So you need to give the machine the area of investigation. Find the face among these 1,000 photos, or find this person with this name in LinkedIn, but only among these employees of the company. So you cannot just upload the photo of the person with no name and say, go and find me in the Facebook. Like this facial recognition doesn't work. But what you can do, you can use, just a second. You can use search by face and name entity from the entity palette. Yeah. This is the entity that I show you here. This is search profiles by face. And here, your input data will be name and the photo. So it's always necessary to have name and the photo of the target. And in this case, you don't need the field of investigation, but you can find the profile starting from 0 in any social media, having photo in hand and name. Search by face and name, you can start from 0 from this entity, having name and the photo in hand, or you can take already existing social media profile, let's say it will be Facebook, and launch search by face and name in Instagram and LinkedIn, MySpace, Twitter, Contact, Sync. So I will look for Tina in Instagram. So it's again the facial recognition, but we first collect all people with a relevant name, and secondly, we conduct the facial recognition. So this is really important to have at least name to start the investigation. While we are conducting the search and waiting for the results, I have the third question for you. This is about the visualization. Here in Maltigo, we talk about graph view. However, we can also other views can be also interesting, like we can present information in table, we can take collected information and put it on the map to see the to develop some geographical hypothesis or whatever, or we can take everything that we have collected in social media and put it on the timeline, and thus to visualize the data. So please give us your ideas about what other visual representation you would like to see in social links. Above, absolutely, besides absolutely powerful Maltigo graph visualization. The leading visualization is timeline, table and the map going close to each other, but timeline is leading. Indeed, the question about where the photo should be located, I will take as my home task, if you don't mind. I'm definitely sure that in case you upload the photo into social links area, and then you use it for, and then you use the URL for search by face and name, it will definitely work. But for your question, I need to talk to the team. Okay, thank you for your answers. This is the results. Timeline is the leading one. So thank you again. We know where to move with the visualization, because social links is thinking on some extra development. You told us that the timeline that you really miss in Maltigo, then great. We will think how to give you the timeline that you can use in social links. Thank you. And the question from our CEO in the chat, in the answer to the question of to the Andy, what URL should you use for facial recognition search is already in the chat. He says it should be online URL only. Yeah, so search by face and name that we had for Tina has worked, and we found her LinkedIn profile. For LinkedIn, this is info that we can collect. We can get her details. We can see people that are similar to this profile, and we can collect her posts public again. We can also see whether this profile is in social links database, I mean linkages. We will now again run the search by face and name for Instagram. Yep. Well, going back to LinkedIn, LinkedIn is one of the most closest social media, and it's really, really hard to work with it. But among of the information for the profile, I mean the details, posts, and everything, we can also investigate some information about company. And for company, again, we can get details. We can see where this company is present, but also we can collect the employees, current and past. So this might be interesting for some corporate investigations, but it's not the subject of our investigation. I see questions about how do we manage Facebook graph search. Well, this is our know-how. For more technical details, you can go directly to our CEO, and maybe he will give you some ideas about how we do it. I don't have that technical background. Dear colleagues, this is this is the short, the really small sample of what you can do with social links only inside Maltigo Classic, using name and the surname as input data of the person, knowing nothing else. So we first we first found all people with this name in a Facebook. Then we started to look what's happening on this person's profile and what's happening with this person out of his profile. We found some interesting and the most active people around this person in terms of posting and tagging the targets in social media posts and everything. We started to study those people in Facebook, and we found some other social media where of those related people. We investigated with a facial recognition in Instagram, and we found the clear link between the target person and the related lady. And we also used facial recognition to see whether the target person is presented in LinkedIn or in Instagram. So it took me, with all the explanations, 40 minutes. And I don't know how much it might take me if I would have no Maltigo or social links in head. And closing our discussion today, I would really appreciate giving me your ideas about the topic of the second webinar. We offer you dark web investigation as a topic. We can show you what you can do in post-Soviet Union sources that we also cover. This is mainly Kontakte and OK. Or you would like to see our capabilities in corporate investigation, because we have LinkedIn, because we have Company House, we have people, we have OCCRP and other. While you are giving me the directions what to show you in our webinar, I have some pricing queries. And for the pricing, please contact sales department under sales@mtg-bi.com. I will show you the needed email address right after the queries will be finished. And my sales team members will help you to navigate within the pricing. Yeah, Sebastian, thank you for your question. I will get back to this in a few minutes. And so based on the results, the next session will be about dark web. Okay, noted, we will do so. And while I'm closing Maltigo and addressing the questions about Henk Vanes and where to send the price inquiries, in the chat, please give me your feedback, whether it was interesting, whether it was something you have already known, whether it is clear enough, easy enough to understand. My explanations were also supportive and clear. Just give me your short feedback, and this will be much appreciated by me. And I'm going back to okay, so this is the slide. So for any price inquiry, please contact sales@mtg-bi.com or just go to our website, what is mtg-bi.com, and address your price inquiry to our sales team. Within 24 hours, we will get back to you and help you to navigate among the prices. Also, if you want to purchase, to conduct the bootcamp of Mr. Henk Vanes with social links, again, please go to the sales, address your inquiry, and we will help you to firstly pay with a 50% discount. So you will get the price, you will get the 50% discount, and the price will be only 500 euros instead of 1,000. A number of the tickets with this price is limited, and then we will help you out with the registration. So first pay, and then we will help you out with the registration. And also, in case you want to purchase social links license, please feel free to go to the sales department, and my team will help you. Yeah, Andy and colleagues, we will be there. Our CEO will be definitely there, and myself will be there. So in case of, and we all invite you to join us there, and not only because Mr. Henk Vanes is just amazing expert in the OSINT field, but also this is the chance to meet each other personally, to talk, to share the experience about social links, and to understand where to move, where to develop, in what way to develop and enhance the tool in order to help you better solve your daily questions. The questions. Questions about whether you can see the Mr. Henk Vanes bootcamp presentation. This is also the question that I would leave as a home task. I really do not know about it at the moment. Dear author of the question, can you please contact sales department saying that you left this this question? I will take it on the table and I will talk to Mr. Henk Vanes in order to find out where there will be any live live translation. Andy, great to know that you will be there. Obviously, I know you will be there. Any other questions, guys? Any feedback? Dear Nabil, I see your question about partner model. Again, please go to sales department. We will talk about it. Grazie mille, Dario. Thank you. Thank you guys for your kind words. Again, for technical question, for all technical questions, let's talk about that online or separate. Online, I mean in email or in separate one-to-one meeting. Yep, Dario, talk to you soon. Yeah, so basically that's all from my side. Again, in order to reach out to us, please contact the sales and we will sort out the issues. Bye-bye, Dario. Thank you, Jorn. Guys, you're welcome. About graph queries outside the social links app, it's technical stuff. Please, yeah, let's talk about it somewhere online. Indy, bye-bye. Yeah, so I'm leaving this conference once again. Big thank you for participating. In case of any feedback, again, sales, this is the place where you can leave it. Thank you guys very much. I hope see you in Mr. Henk Vanes on the 1st and the 2nd April bootcamp. Myself will be there and the social links team as well. So see you there. And obviously see you in the next webinar that will be about dark web. Follow the news in our social media, in LinkedIn, Twitter. It will be all announced there. Bye, Bruno. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.